you, thank you.
Thank you.
You're, yeah. Uh, and this is,
And you're Sean.
and together we are
The
the
Down
Down
Under
Under Cruisers.
Cruisers. Welcome in.
Well, yes, we have an invisible person here purely because
Yes, I can't see you. Where are
no,
you?
I can't see me either, but that's okay. Here we go, folks. Here's the thing. It was meant to be cruise-a-thon. It was meant to be, but we're doing a pre-cruise-a-thon cruise-a-thon to remember the cruise-a-thon in August of. Ilana!
Sorry, I
What?
just realised that I had green on about 1 minute before we were ready to go on.
Yeah,
So I
well,
just thought, well, I might as well make my whole self
let's
invisible.
let's be invisible, but now we're visible.
That was an interesting experiment.
Well, yeah, well, did
Anyway,
it work?
I don't know. I couldn't see.
Well,
Did it work?
well, hang on. Let's just figure this out.
Oh, I think so.
No.
Oh, dear.
No. Anyway, listen.
We're all a little bit crazy this
yeah,
morning. We've got no water.
Yes, that's right. We
There's
got.
a burst water pipe out on the street outside, and Sean was in the shower,
And
just a dribble.
yeah,
and
with-
then I got in the shower and had my hair lathered, and all of a sudden there was no water whatsoever. So I had to pour water from the kettle over my head.
Okay,
Anyway.
so very quickly back in the chat.
Right,
Now
sorry.
I can't read this. Can you just scroll to the top
I've
of that
got, yes,
one?
have I got my glasses on? Yes, I do.
Yeah. Because Nick came in really early.
did he?
So yeah. So
Well.
if you can just scroll to the top of
I
that
shall
chat.
do that indeed. Michael Ann, good day, friends.
Okay, so Michael Ann won the game because
G'day,
Nick
Michael
came in. Nick P came in, giving us a countdown to his next train ride, and then countdown to flights down under. So
no, I
we don't
can't
have that
see
now.
Nick here. I
Anyway.
think he'd be in,
Yep.
I'm in the Down Under Cruisers at the moment.
Yeah. No, that's
He might have
right.
come in
No.
through Robbing
He
Hands.
was in Down Under Cruises, but he came in
Oh.
really early, and I refreshed the screen.
Okay, well,
That's,
you've disappeared him.
that disappeared him.
Oh, no.
Okay, so g'day Meg, g'day Michael
good-
Ann,
hello.
g'day Josh,
Josh.
and Chastity.
Howdy.
G'day Amy,
Amy,
welcome aboard.
hello.
Najuma.
Juma, to you.
Daniel Jose. Buenos dias, señor. I mean, g'day.
Hola.
Hola.
Hello, hello.
Amy is claiming that she couldn't see you.
Probably for the best, I
Yeah,
can tell
that's
you.
right. Jimmy from The Astute Tourist, welcome aboard from, New England. You're in New England today.
Nice.
At any rate, welcome aboard. Nice to see you here. Oh, there she is. And Michael Ann's comment, surprise, surprise, surprise.
Ta-da! The
Ta-da.
great reveal.
Yeah, they're a great
Sorry,
reveal.
it was a bit disappointing.
G'day,
Anyway.
ducks from Jimmy. Eric, welcome aboard, Eric. Nice to have you
Eric,
here,
are you home?
buddy.
Are you home finally?
Yeah,
After
he's
that
home.
gorgeous trip of yours?
He's home.
Oh,
Amy's saying they didn't have water at work either yesterday.
no, must be something at the Outback.
It is the Outback, I must say. Yep. But thank goodness we're back home from the Outback. A couple of good days there.
Jimmy's just telling us he lives in New England.
Oh, that's right. He
Yes,
does.
that's right.
That's right. You do.
Sorry.
I thought it was New Hampshire, but I didn't put the two together. Michael Ann, hello, Amy, Josh, Chastity, Najuma, Jimmy, yeah, and the rest. He lives there. Okay, g'day, Ryan. Welcome
G'day,
aboard. Nice to have you here,
Ryan.
buddy. Jimmy is working tonight. Just finished a fireworks detail. Oh, that's fun.
Ooh.
That's really fun. I remember I was in Sydney one New Year's Eve, and there was fireworks going on, and about 3 minutes past midnight, we saw the fire department detail that was outside where we were pack up and race off across the harbour, and on the other side there was a fire that had been started by the fireworks.
And that is why it's illegal here in Australia. We can't buy fireworks.
Yes.
We can't just go and do our own fireworks
Correct.
display in our gardens and parks and things
Correct.
because of burns and fires. Yep.
G'day, Sir Paul. Welcome aboard. Oh.
G'day, Paul.
G'day, Paul with a heart.
G'day, Meg.
I want to see. Oh, there we go. It is heart in eyes. I, I guess it's been a while since they've seen each other. Let's hope we can bring them together much sooner. Anyway, folks, let's go on from here. Now listen. The fact of the cruise-a-thon was we were intending to get you folks to empty your pockets and put some dollars together for helping hands for cruising. And due to the fact that we were short a couple of presenters, we decided to move the cruise-a-thon to the 25th and 26th of August. So, folks, anybody who wishes to be a presenter on the cruise-a-thon
Would
in
love to hear
August,
from
we
you.
would definitely love to hear from you. I know Meg is chomping at the bit to hear from you folks. So
Slot you in somewhere.
yes, we will.
And we know, sorry, at this time of the year, people are away. It's your summer holidays,
Yep.
and it's 4th of July.
Yeah,
and
happy 4th,
so
guys.
I
Happy
hope it was a
4th.
great one. Yeah. So we have pushed it back a bit.
And we're actually expecting to have Christmas in July shortly. Yeah, the
Yes.
25th. You know, when we get really frozen.
Well, we're already frozen. We've just come back from South Australia,
Ah,
and it was.
Heat wave. It's 12 degrees.
Oh dear! Oh wow! Yeah, it's warmer than we've had the last
Yeah.
few days up in, not up in, down across in
Across
SA,
in South
in
Australia.
beautiful Victor
Yep.
Harbour there.
Oh, Victor Harbour is
Glorious
gorgeous,
place.
folks.
Yes,
We're going to
we'll
get some
together.
video together, some shots together, and get you to have a
Yes,
look.
gorgeous.
Victor Harbour is one of the most beautiful. Picture
Spots,
this.
yeah,
Just picture this. Where we were living was actually on a farm. The people that we were seeing is one of our workmates. And they live on a farm in a place called just outside of Victor Harbour.
Sheep and cattle.
You get
Beautiful.
out of the house into the car. The car drives down the road, and as you go over a hill, there you see the vista.
The Southern Ocean. It's the Southern Ocean we
Yes,
discovered.
it is.
If you keep going, you'll get to Antarctica. Gorgeous.
Yeah, you
Beautiful
can't
bays.
drive
It's
there,
in
though.
summer, I can imagine, but
Yeah.
gorgeous. Yes. There was a place called Granite Rock, which is sort of like a little island, and there's a causeway that you can walk along, and there's a Clydesdale drawn trolley car that can take you there.
Did you go on it?
And no, I patted the horses. I didn't want to add extra weight to the trolley. I felt sorry for these horses plodding along, pulling this old trolley car. So I just
Okay.
went to the stables there and talked to the horses.
We'll flush that down the
Well,
toilet, thank you.
Unfortunately, we can't flush anything right now.
No, we can't, actually. That's true. Anyway, folks, let's go
Anyway.
on. Who else is in the chat very quickly? We've got people saying good day to each other. We've got Meg saying they're interested in participating in the cruise-a-thon 25th to the 26th. Please email her at megsfuntime22@gmail.com. Now, and she's done this on both channels, so thank you, Meg.
Thanks, Meg.
Appreciate that. As you no doubt gather, folks, we are broadcasting out on the Down Under cruises as well as Helping Hands for Cruising. So there you go. Oh, Stream Elements has got to get its 2 cents worth in. Welcome to Brunch with the Ducks. Please support our channel so that we can support Helping Hands for Cruising. And folks, if you're interested in looking at what goes on day to day and what's in our merch and so forth, just jump onto the website, helpinghands4cruising.org. There we go, enough sales. Now, so there we were, thinking about the cruise-a-thon. When we made the decision to switch the days, we wanted a bucket load more people in there because we know that there are some people planning some awesome things for that cruise-a-thon. So please, folks, help us plan, help us get a bucket load of people on board a cruise ship.
We can't do that.
No, we can't. We need
without
need,
funds
yeah,
in the
need
account,
the
the
dollars.
Helping Hands account.
Yep, we need the dollars. Thank you, Michael Ann and Megs and C's, Meg. Anyway, so here we go. I flew in last Wednesday to Adelaide. I was picked up by my hosts, and was taken into their house. It was about almost a 2 hour drive from the airport to their house. Didn't get to see anything because it was kind of dark. But when I woke up in the morning to go and well, actually, I had a really early start.
You did.
I had a 4 a.m. start because I was running 3 courses back to back to back to back. And so when we finally got in the car to go down to the site that we were doing the initial training at, I woke up to have a look at this amazing vista, and really it is a beautiful part of the world. South Australia, particularly down Victor Harbour towards Adelaide, and you may have heard of an area called Barossa. Those areas there are all
wine
country.
So wineries after winery after winery,
Absolutely.
very well-known ones. Yep.
Yeah.
They make over 50% of Australia's wines.
Really?
Barossa Valley. Yes.
Oh, wow.
I watched that Renata Pereira's vlog.
Wow. Well, you can understand why
stunner.
South Australians don't walk straight, because of all the wine they consume. There we go, Nick. Nick, your message from earlier on did come off because you came in a bit too early. Nick's got 312 days till he leaves by train for Canada, and then 322 days till his flight to Brisbane takes off.
Yay.
Yay. He's going to come into
Exciting.
Brisbane, and then he's going to fly a Qantas jet down to Adelaide, I believe.
Nick, I just hope you're going to be comfortable. I know you're very tall.
Yeah.
In the tin can for, 20 hours?
Yeah. Unless you get an aisle seat, mate, in which case you can stretch your feet out by the aisle.
Or you're in the pointy end of the plane where you can...
I don't know where the real
have a bit of a...
If he flies
have a bit of a
pointy
stretch.
end, he's going to be in serious trouble.
Because
Because he won't afford the cruise. The trains.
Well, you never know.
Mm.
You'll never go back, though. That's the thing when you're at
Yeah.
the front end of the plane.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, it is what it is. So, we did the courses. We were very well received. We had some more professional development training courses held on the Saturday. That's why we didn't come up live. But then on the Sunday, we did some...
We met Arthur from Arthur's Cruises.
Yeah, we did.
Who lives in Adelaide. He
Yep.
took us around Adelaide, which was really beautiful. And then we took the light rail down to a place called Glenelg, which is on the coast. A lovely beachy area. And reminded us of a suburb here in Melbourne
Yep.
called St Kilda. Very similar
Very
vibe
similar.
there. Yep. Then we had a lovely time. And then we went to Handorf. Yeah.
Yeah, we
We went to the
Handorf.
German village of Handorf.
And I'm terribly sorry, but if Darian is in here, there was no spaghetti ice.
no.
I'm terribly
was
sorry, but we did have
very
some
disappointing.
German food.
We had a big sausage.
Well, one of us had a
We
big
had
sausage.
one was it's a very big sausage.
Yeah, our
Our
host.
host had a rather large.
He asked. He said, "I just want a small meal," and they gave
It's
him a
like
small
it was
meal.
off the end of
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
huge.
Nick is saying that he chose Qantas for his flights within Australia from Brisbane to Darwin, and then Darwin to Sydney. Need these flights for getting to the GAN and the Indian Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, well, you could have gone Virgin. You could have gone, but there's probably a tie-in with the airline that you're flying in with. I don't know. You're flying Air Canada. You're flying one of the others, Delta or whatever. I'm not sure which. Anyway, Amy is saying, did you get me a picture of an Adelaide sign?
Oh, Adelaide for Adelaide. Oh,
But-
did we?
Did we?
I'll have to have a look.
Yeah, I think we did. But
have
we
a look at our
didn't.
photos.
But Adelaide, unfortunately, Adelaide wasn't in Adelaide.
Well, Amy's Adelaide
Yeah.
wasn't.
And I'm getting closer to the day I can announce my huge news. I can
Ooh.
announce after Tuesday. Oh, awesome!
Oh.
Viva Handorf. Handorf is a little township that was formed by some German settlers who were trying to escape the Prussians before the war.
They were Lutherans. I think it was a
Lutherans.
Lutheran community.
Yeah.
And they set up a village, And the history. There's a museum. It shows you the history, and have got an old schoolroom set up, and
Yep.
still got some little early machinery. And the staircase at the museum, there was not one, I think, nail in it. It was all made of wood, though. But
And it was made.
the original stairs
Yeah, it was the original stairs that
from
they
the
built in.
1800s.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, Michael Ann can't wait for your news, Amy. Nick is saying he'll be finishing with 8 nights in Sydney.
I'm intrigued about Amy's news.
Yeah.
What it could be. Have to wait.
Outback. Excuse me. Sydney, before he heads back to Minnesota with a layover in Los Angeles. Well, you know what, Nick? Make a day. Come fly down to Melbourne. Have some coffee with us, maybe some dinners,
8
whatever.
nights in Sydney.
Yeah, what are you going to do for 8 nights?
Well, we'll give him some ideas.
Yeah, Yum, Tremens love to feed people. Yes, Amy. Meg, well done. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, this place we went to was
Oh, it was packed.
called the German Arms. Oh
Unbelievable.
my God, it was busy.
Unbelievable.
The
Yep.
food, there was the man next to the table next to us had a pork knuckle
Yep,
that was literally this big.
it was the size of the plate, pretty much. Blaine is saying you're finally getting your own store,
Oh, hello,
Amy.
Blaine.
That's a question. Nick is saying he's flying Air Canada from Vancouver to Brisbane. Then he'll be flying Sydney to LA with Delta. He can't book his return trip yet. That's interesting. Well,
Soon. It's probably just
yeah,
a bit, that bit
bit
early.
soon. Well, the good news is you can always do a flight down from Sydney to Melbourne. Go with Rex or Virgin. Rex is a bit cheaper. Not a bad flight.
It was fantastic.
We enjoyed
Brilliant.
it. Would be happy
Bonza?
flying them again.
Does Bonza fly Sydney, Melbourne?
Bonza doesn't fly Melbourne, Sydney.
Okay.
Bonza flies Melbourne, Mildura, or wherever.
Oh, more really regional.
Excuse me. Oh my goodness.
Wow. You're right
Yep. I'm trying to be. So
there. You're very
yeah,
trying, I know.
I know.
Very,
Oh,
trying.
there we go. Who's popped in? Chris.
Oh, Chris.
There's that cool Aussie guy and his beautiful
Where?
better half.
Where? Cool Aussie guy?
Yeah, well, that's the question. Hey, Busby from Michael Ann.
Hello.
Amy's going, that's an option, Blaine. An option? Well, then there might be some other news.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's wait and see what happens. Let's wait. No. Hang on. Let me get this for Amy. I will do this for Amy.
She's
just so that we
Teasing us a bit.
Yep. Let's see what happens.
Da-da-da-da.
Okay,
Yeah,
hang on a
just did it.
second. No, it wasn't that one. I'm looking for one that we could use.
You're excused, Chris. You are here, and that is the main thing.
Yep.
It's lovely to
Yep.
see you all.
So this is what Amy's waiting for.
Oh. What? A ring-a-ding-ding?
Yeah,
What?
maybe somebody will come up with some info for her, and then she'll figure out what it's all about.
Oh, okay.
Okay, or even her waiting would bring up this one. And it's Tuesday.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right.
have to be wait with bated breath.
Blaine is saying that would be a good thing, says Amy, and then Blaine says that to Amy, and then Chris is saying good day to Michael Ann, and then sorry he's late, mate. Simple 100 push-ups. G'day, Busby. All right, now Busby back. Okay, so
Scrow's Nest is here.
oh, is
Saying
he?
good evening.
G'day, Scrooge. How are you, buddy? Nice to have you down under.
Evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
Midday for us.
Yeah, midday for us. So, did you hear about the news in
San Francisco.
San Fran? Yeah.
About the Ruby Princess
About
taking
the
half
Ruby.
the wharf off.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. It's still there, actually. Hasn't moved, apparently.
Yes, it hasn't.
looks-
But apparently, the person who was actually in charge
Yes.
was the pilot.
Very interesting. I mean, you can't just slam the brakes on, can you, on a ship and stop?
Well, imagine the spray if you could.
Well, yes. Imagine doing donuts on a ship,
Oh,
ringing
wow.
around and
Yeah,
round.
that's right.
Yeah, and drifting. And also the poor coral princess. Have you heard about the coral princess? It's on this
No.
world cruise, is sort of limping along. It's had a bit of engine trouble and has had to skip a few ports. It's over now. I think it missed Oman and ports in Greece because of engine trouble. So it's sort of limping along at the moment.
So Chris can't do 5 push-ups without oxygen. That means that if Nissa has a heart attack, Chris could not do CPR. That's it. Scrubs is saying he's doing well. 7:21 p.m. in Tucson, 104 degrees
Whoa, beautiful.
Fahrenheit and
And only 13%.
13% humidity. I
Oh,
mean,
we would love that.
that is, you know what? That would be like
Perfect.
like
Well, slightly warmish, maybe.
yeah. Okay, so what we're sitting on
Beautiful.
is 52 degrees Fahrenheit, 12C, and we're currently on 62% humidity. So you tell me, are we having a nice time?
Oh.
No, seriously. Now, Busby, I was going to ask a question, mate. Are you trained to use oxygen? Because it is a drug, you know, and you need to be trained here to do it. Najum is saying g'day to you, Chris, so take note. Nobody disobeys Najuma. Not even me.
I know. She's very scary
Oh,
when she tells you
God.
she wants to behave, honestly.
Yep. What was she like
Yeah.
on the cruise, huh? She had me really afraid. Really
Quaking.
afraid.
Quaking you were in
I
your
was
boots.
quaking in my boots. I thought if I'd misbehaved, I'd have to pick her up and carry her to the next
To the naughty
room.
corner.
Yeah.
No. You go in the naughty corner,
I go
not
in the
her.
naughty corner. So tell me, you had some fun times in Victor Harbour as well as Adelaide. You went to. Where
I
did
had
you
a
go
lovely time by myself,
Yeah, where did
actually.
you
Um, I went around Victor Harbour.
Mhm.
I really did a fair bit of walking. I discovered a museum. There was a whale museum.
Now, but you also went on Mount Lofty.
Oh yes, we went. Was it Brian?
Yeah, Brian.
Blank,
Yeah.
I don't think Brian. Sorry, Brian. Brian and I went up to the top of Mount Lofty, which is up in the mountain, and there's a lookout, and a lovely cafe where we had lunch, a light lunch.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the old port and the new port, and because
Adelaide
it's
Port.
Adelaide, Port of Adelaide, and saw the passenger terminal, but
Mm-hmm.
because it's winter and our season is finished, our cruising season, there was obviously no ship there. I discovered there was a dolphin sanctuary,
Oh, really?
and if I'd known about that earlier, I would have asked Brian if we could go there, but we went past the sign. And by the time I'd Googled what it was, we were sort of well past it. So, yes. And went to. We just drove around and had a look at bits and pieces. And then I went to Victor Harbour by myself. I got dropped off at Victor Harbour and spent at least 4 to 5 hours by myself,
Wow.
discovering places, and over to Granite Rock and around Granite Rock and to the museums there. And I saw the first public toilet in a beautiful old stone building with a plaque on it saying first public toilet in
You
Victor
mean-
Harbour, not
you
in the
mean-
world obviously, but in Victor Harbour.
You mean the backyard dunny?
It was a backyard dunny. Yeah, and I had a lovely, don't tell anybody, I had a beautiful vanilla snot block. Gorgeous vanilla slice, except it had sprinkled coconut
Oh,
on
yum.
it, and I don't like
Yum, yum.
coconut.
Now,
like
Chris
that.
is saying
Anyway.
no, he's not, but he has a friend that is and teaches classes. Meg is excited at your whale museum, and the Jim is
Yes.
laughing at me.
Wow.
I
It
don't
wasn't-
know why.
It wasn't a big whale museum, but they had all the bones and the history of. It's a good whaling site,
Yeah, Victor Harbour
as
was
in
a whaling
viewing
site,
whales.
yeah.
Yes, I know it was.
Mark Elaine is saying that sounds cool.
It was cool. It was very cool.
This is important. through Stream Elements. Thank you very much. We would like to thank all of you who donated to Helping Hands for Cruising. Please continue to give so that we can have more recipients joining us on our next cruises.
Absolutely.
Yep, Michael Ann
That's the
loves
aim.
dolphins too.
Yes. Oh, we didn't see any, unfortunately. I wish we had gone to the sanctuary.
Well, Mr. Travelling with Eric B. He's saying g'day to everybody, and I'm wondering whether Eric has actually recovered from his sojourn overseas.
To lots of great places.
Yep, Najim is saying g'day. Markalan is saying g'day to Eric. Eric is saying g'day. Is being said good day too from Busby.
Larry!
Well, Larry. Hello, Ducks.
G'day.
Hope all is well. Mate.
Hope all is well with you.
Yeah,
You are
absolutely.
doing amazingly well, may we say, putting us to shame
Yep.
with your exercising and your regime.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep, absolutely. One of the things that Larry's doing is he calls it meditating. I call it
That's
an evening snooze. G'day, Najima from Larry.
Is that when you meditate the inside of your eyelids? Is
That's
it?
correct.
Yep.
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Whoa. Hang on a minute. 10 countries in 25 days.
Wow.
Oscar Mike Golf. Seriously, Eric? That's one huge trip. How you feeling, buddy? Are you awake?
That's
Are you
exhausting.
asleep? I mean, we were exhausted going to Adelaide. But then trying to do the outback trick without Amy is really hard. Yeah. Excuse me. Couple of g'days happening there. And I'm just flicking through. G'day, Blaine. Excuse me.
Yeah, Eric's saying he's tired. I would believe that
Yeah,
to be true.
absolutely.
Yes, it's
Absolutely.
these long hauls take it out
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah, they do. There we go. And Eric, yep. You know what, mate? You know the best snooze is when you get off the plane, you get into your own bed, and you just crash. And that's exactly what I did. But then again, I was doing 16-hour days.
You were working hard.
At any rate, so there we go. That's everybody in the chat so far. So we're up to scratch. So, what was the thing you liked the most? About
I understand during Larry's asked a question. Yes, that's fine. Yep.
We'd like to video chat with you after the show. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine, Larry. Happy to do that, mate. So, what did you like the most about Adelaide?
Just getting away, really. The city itself, you talk. It was an interesting city. It's small. I was a bit surprised
It is
about
small.
how small it was. And,
Better known as the city of churches.
Did we see any? Oh, we saw the. We did see a cathedral, didn't we?
Yeah, we
That was,
did.
how small and easy it was to get around. I was
Yep.
quite surprised at that, but I just thought how beautiful South Australia is, actually. I really didn't know what to expect.
Sean is pantless.
I beg your pardon? It was a Pantless Friday today, is it, or something? Is there a day? Don't stand up, Sean.
No, I won't. Don't
Please.
stand. Don't stand so close to me. Adelaide is one crazy puppy.
Mm.
Yeah, well, that's because she comes from an area that's like full of crazies, you know. Pantless, this is okay as long as he's not nude.
No,
I'm wearing a
the
shirt.
top half at least.
I am wearing a shirt.
What happens below the desk is something totally
Did you say
different, but
desk or deck?
no comment.
Yes, Pantless Friday. Please don't show up. If I wanted to watch shorts, I would go watch more YouTube. Good on you, Blaine. That's funny.
He is standing, actually.
I'm not that short.
No, you just don't sit up straight. He doesn't sit up high in his
No,
seat.
I don't.
was telling.
I like my
push your,
feet touching
Push
the
your
ground.
backside up against the back of the chair and
Yeah,
sit
I
up, but
I
he
like my
slouches.
feet- I like
That's
my
why
feet
he's down
touching
low.
the ground.
He's on the down low.
As Michael Ann says, Ilana will never tell. Tuesday he came up to my true he came up to my ribs, says Blaine. Yeah, but
Well, when
mate,
when you're 7 foot
no,
tall,
yeah, that's right. I mean, but then you can't say anything about Mallory because she was about my height, so actually closer to Ilana's height. But and that's okay. That's okay.
no, I think I was probably the shortest out of everybody on that group cruise.
Larry is saying, Sean, we know how short you are. You can't hide. You're
No,
right. I
you
can't.
can't.
I can't. But then, Larry, you're also 7,000 feet tall, so that's okay. Um,
There were a few
Blaine
tallies.
is saying that Mallory is perfect height. The question is, what for?
Okay.
I'm not going to go down that path. I'm going to shut up. To be fair, I like Ilana's height, says Meg, and Larry
Oh,
says Ilana was taller than I thought.
oh, really?
Re-
We always look shorter on the screen and slightly wider too. Well,
Well,
mm,
does the mirror lie as well?
I think so. Well,
Yep. Okay, I'm going to shut up there. So, did you prefer Adelaide or did you prefer Victor Harbour?
it's not a matter of preferring. They were just different, very different. I thought that area around Victor Harbour and Encounter Bay and what was it, Horseshoe Bay, was
Horseshoe Bay,
really
yep.
beautiful.
Absolutely lovely. Meg is saying it's the quality that matters, not the height, says
Yes,
the short
you
person.
are
Yeah,
correct. Yes,
one
that's
million
right.
percent you are
Yes,
correct, Meg.
we got to stick together, as
That's
shorties.
it.
Yes,
Us shorties unite. Next,
fun
next to
size.
you,
Yes, I like
Sean,
that.
everyone looks taller. Well, not everyone, because my mom is shorter than me anyway.
She is.
Um, and
She's shorter than me.
Michael Ann is saying
Fun
we're all fun
size. Good
size.
things
Yep,
come in small
yep,
packages. You know
absolutely.
that saying.
Horseshoe Bay, yes,
Yes,
Larry.
beautiful.
It's called Horseshoe Bay, and it is absolutely exquisite.
I think there's a horseshoe bay anywhere you go.
Yep, they've got one in BC.
Mm.
Um, Amy is saying she doesn't. She's short.
No, you're not. You're not short.
Amy, you're
Amy,
about
I'd say you're average.
you're about
Average
average.
height.
As far as I'm concerned, you're average, because you're about my height. You're about a bit taller than Ilana, so
She's
yeah.
not a bit taller. She's,
Are you trying to say she's tall?
she's average height, I'd say. I wouldn't consider Amy to be short.
Okay, I'm going to shut up. Amy, I'm shorter than you. Yeah, I know, because you're sitting in a wheelchair.
Paul, I meant in height. None of us are average. Let's put it that way.
Blaine, should I be worried if I get called fun size? I mean, it's fun. Okay, so what's the acronym? Foxtrot Uniform November. I'm just asking. Amy is average? I'm talking about height, Paul, not anything else. Busby's having a giggle, and Paul is going, oh, okay. So that's a clarification. We're talking about height. Oscar Mike Golf. Hey, Paul from Chris. Okay, so just for those that need a bit of a reminder, Stream Elements is saying check out the website for Helping Hands for Cruising. And yes, folks, please put some dollars in. We need to get at least another 3 people on a cruise ship. At least. So that'll be nice. Paul is going g'day to Busby, and then Larry is going fun until NU. Hi, Paul. Okay. Blaine, that's like, it's not the size that counts. That's correct. It's not the size that counts. Which size? I'm confused now.
Is that metric or imperial?
Correct. That's why I'm confused. Oh, nude 3.
Nude.
Okay, nude.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So now, what in Adelaide was the thing that you enjoyed to go and see the most? I mean, looking at the War Memorial was
Oh, I
interesting.
liked stroking the Moll's balls, actually.
Oh yes, the Moll's balls. And guys,
But
if
they
you
were
really want to know what we're talking about, you need to be there. Blaine is
the very
saying,
big, the very large Moll's balls, actually.
yeah, they are
I wasn't
very big,
expecting
Lauren.
them to be like that.
Man, they were huge. I wish I could be that big. No. Blaine is saying, I'm confused. I'm more confused than a fight in a fan factory. Yeah, well, I get that one. Hi, Plumpy from Poole.
Uh,
Larry, explain. Explain what, Larry? Thought we already did that. Chris, do you want to know what? Do I want to know what you're talking about? Um, no. Meg,
do we have
I
a
mean,
photo? I think we took
we
a
do.
photo
We did.
of the Moll's. They're called the Moll's balls. It's
Yeah,
quite
they
fine.
are.
Perfectly fine.
They are quite fine. They are.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
You did
Yeah,
hear that,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. Chris is having a giggle. Meg's having a giggle.
I'll see if I can find a photo.
Um, Amy, did I hear what I thought you heard? Yes, you did. You
It is
did.
an attraction, so we went.
Adelaide's balls are quite amazing. Um, and I'm not going to look right now on the computer. Um, Larry says Ilana loves rubbing balls. Yeah, yeah, they are. And
Yes,
Blaine
like
is going
bowling balls. Yes, when before you send the bowling ball down the alley, you've got
correct.
to give it a nice polish. Yes.
Blaine is saying hashtag master stroker. Chris, oh Ilana, I know what you're talking about now.
Of
He's
course.
just had a look.
Oh, have you?
Well, he's looking on Dr. Google.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
See, we don't make things up.
No, we
just
don't.
to be,
Eric
just
is
to say
saying
things.
Eric is saying he's short for a man, but he would be slightly above average for a female. Hang on, are you? Wait a minute. Are you?
Who? Sean.
Yeah. Now, wait a minute, Eric. Are you having a moment where you're trying to decide what your what you feel like? Okay. Michael Ann is going, oh my, and Eric is going, Blaine, get your mind out of the gutter. Oh my, goes
We
Michael
would
Ann again.
never
Yeah, no.
direct you in that
Yes,
direction.
correct.
Makes sense.
Correct.
Never.
Blaine's having a giggle. Yep. Folks, look up Dr. Google and you will see Adelaide's balls.
There.
That's it.
There's Moll's balls.
There you go. That was it. The camera is moving, but that was it.
Okay.
That's it. There you go. Nice. Oh,
There are the
we just missed
Moll's
it.
balls.
Yep. Eric is going, no, I know what I'm just I know what I'm just saying. Okay. We need clarification.
And they're just ripe
Right for the grab.
for.
Yep. Blaine is going, no gutter balls here. Y'all must be misleading. Amy is going, Adelaide doesn't have balls. She's a spayed female. G'day, V. Welcome aboard. Nice to
G'day,
have you
V.
here.
Yes, the wrong
Yeah,
chat.
V's having a giggle. Yeah, somebody's in the wrong chat. Yeah, I know. Again, V with the hearts. Larry is going more than a handful, and yes, mate, you are right.
They certainly were.
Yep. Ryan, seems like a lot of people are in the wrong chat. Yep, that's correct.
We get
Now,
that
where
quite
were
a
we?
lot, don't
Yeah,
we? I
we
wonder
do.
why.
And I wonder why. Yep. More than a handful. It's 2023. You don't know who might have balls.
I
That's
tell you
true.
what, we have this
That's-
conversation
yeah,
quite
that's
often.
True. Hello, V from Michael Ann, from Larry, and from Eric. All right, yeah, we do. We have this conversation quite often. And at the time we were actually feeling Adelaide's balls, We were with Arthur as well. Now, what was the name of that pigeon?
Oh, bloody big pigeon. I don't know.
No, it was
It had a
Pigeon
name.
Overlord.
Oh, the pigeon overlord.
Yeah,
Yes,
Pigeon
they had
Overlord.
very interesting. I was going to use a word. Sculptures
Yeah,
in
that's right.
in the mall.
Michael Ann is saying we're in the wrong chat, and Kenny isn't even here. Well, Kenny hasn't been here for quite a while. I'm wondering whether Kenny actually gets some sleep at night. Blaine is having a giggle there, so that's cool. So,
They had the pigeon overlord, and
yeah.
then they had a rather lot of pigeon
Li-
droppings.
yeah, that's right.
Mm. For a very
Meg
large
is saying,
pigeon.
speaking of which, consider subscribing to Helping Hands for Cruising and leaving a like on the YouTube channel. Thank you, Meg. At least you brought us back to scratch, which is where we should be.
I think Blaine's going off. I think we've put him to sleep now.
Now, Blaine, well, folks, had a long day with family, and we'll be with them in the morning. You'll be good.
You'll be good too.
Blaine, have a great night, and please don't think about Adelaide's balls. Hi, V and Meg from Chris. Blaine is saying, I haven't seen Kenny lately either. Miss my partner channel. Good night, Blaine from Larry.
night,
Bayo
Blaine.
from Blaine. And Meg is going, love you, sleep well. Night, Blaine from Michael Ann. And Meg is saying, hey, Busby. And Larry's going, Blaine is going to rub some balls. Yes, he is.
He must have a game of tennis tomorrow.
He certainly, yeah.
It is Wimbledon after all.
Is it tennis or cricket?
Oh well, they do rub the balls in
Yeah.
for cricket, yes, but they don't play cricket over
No,
there.
well, they don't.
So
Yeah,
I would say
okay.
it must be preparing for a tennis match tomorrow.
Correct. At least, well, it's too warm
Yes.
for this. Meg's going,
It
oh
is summer.
dear. Yes, you're
Yes,
right.
it's
You're quite right, Meg. Oh dear. All right, moving right along. So, Adelaide's churches, you didn't get to see any, but Adelaide itself, what's your opinion of the city?
I thought it was very nice. We went
Yeah.
at a good time of the year because there was that festival happening. Not
The
Vivid,
Lumineers.
the Illuminations or
light-
something.
the light-
The Light Festival. They
Yeah.
had Vivid in Sydney, which is, the Illuminati or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds a bit like
Yeah.
the novel Da Vinci
Yeah.
Code. Anyway, a light festival that was very nice.
And if you were to go back again, what would you do differently?
Well, I'd go to the Barossa Valley.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go
In the
to some-
Barossa?
Not that I drink a whole lot of wine, but I'd be interested in having a look at
Oh, you'd want to get your bottles of
finding.
Moscato.
You never know, there might be something else that I might like.
You mean like your daiquiri?
I feel like Oh, I did have I had a margarita, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
At the German place.
Ah, yes, that's
which
right.
is very
at
German,
Heindorf.
I know the margarita's very German drink, yeah.
It was very German, very sweet. And we were deciding whether I would get a German-sized beer, a liter of beer, and then I decided no, I'll go with the 300ml. Thank you very much.
You would have been sloshing.
Well, I wasn't driving, so it didn't really
That's
matter.
true. This is Twoo.
It's Twoo, very Twoo. Okay, we've got Meg saying oh dear still. And yes, oh dear is oh dear, what can I say? The discussion did actually
Go
stay
downhill,
rather
didn't
positive.
it? Yeah. Oh no, just go downhill.
So, for those of you that are planning on coming down under, namely Nick, do spend some time in Adelaide if you can. Do spend some time.
Well, we'd love you to come here to Melbourne.
Absolutely. come down and have a look at the Barossa Valley. Come down and have a look at. Also, you've got to see Victor Harbour and territories around there. It's all awesome. Meg is saying yes. German leaders take too long to drink. Go with a smaller one. Well, that's exactly what I did. Amy is going, I spend time with Adelaide all day long. Yeah, but Adelaide, okay, your Adelaide gives you a lick all day long. The Adelaide we spend time in gave us food, beautiful scenery, gorgeous friends, and good times, as well as funny pens. But anyway, that's okay. We won't talk about that.
Pens.
Yeah, pens. Yep. Chris is having a giggle.
Oh, hello from Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska. Hello, Thomas.
Well, g'day,
Riser.
Thomas. How are you? Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Are you on board a cruise ship at this point, or do you actually live in Alaska? I think you do. G'day, Thomas from Larry. Philip. I see P, and then I think of Philip. G'day, Thomas from Chris. Yes. So, well, actually, for us, Adelaide, Alaska, not Adelaide. Alaska is a bucket list trip, much like a lot of you guys have Australia as a bucket list trip. So,
but you don't want to go to a cold climate.
I don't. I want to go there in bright
like
summer.
But then do we miss out on spectacular scenery if we go in? I'm sure it's beautiful in summer too, but what is the best time to go to Alaska?
Yeah, that's a good question. Thomas lives in Illinois and he's on board a cruise ship.
Nice.
Which one, Thomas? Which cruise ship are you on board? Well. We've got Bentleigh. Welcome aboard. Hello, Sean and Ilana. Hello, everyone here. Happy Friday night and Saturday.
Yes, back at you.
Welcome
Back at ya.
aboard. Nice to have you here. Meg is saying, heck, Alaska is a bucket list for her too.
Well, maybe we can all go together one day. How's
Correct.
that? That would be nice.
We could call it a group cruise.
We could.
James, welcome
G'day,
aboard,
James.
Hope you and Cindy are doing very well. Amy is saying she went in July and Alaska is amazing. Meg is saying hello to Fairy Dust, and Chris is saying g'day to James. Larry saying g'day to Bentleigh. Markalan, from the channels I watch from Alaska, July seems to be the best month.
Okay, so that's in summer.
In their summer, yep. Larry is saying g'day to James.
Thomas is going on the Grand Princess.
Oh, cool.
I was about to say the Grand because I know the Grand's up there at the moment. We got off the Grand Princess not that long. Well, it's a couple of months now, isn't it?
Yep.
Down here.
Yep. We did the Grand from Melbourne to Sydney via a place called Eden, and Mum and Dad it was their first cruise. They had a ball.
I'd be interested on your thoughts on the Grand. It's been a little bit touch and go.
Yep.
With
James
certain
is
things.
saying g'day to Larry. Larry is saying just saw the Grand Princess
Oh,
last
did you?
week.
Nice.
Awesome.
We're not seeing any ships at the moment,
No,
are we?
we're not. We wish we were. Najuma is saying g'day to James. Bentleigh is saying g'day to Larry, wherever you are. Larry is in Powell River, which is British Columbia. Eric is saying g'day to Thomas, and James and Bentleigh as well. James is saying g'day to Najuma. Thomas is saying Alaska cruise season is strictly Northern Hemisphere summer.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that.
So that's cool. And James is saying g'day to Eric. So that's nice to know. So you're going on the Grand. Now, are you actually in Alaska? You're in Anchorage at the moment. So how did you get up to Anchorage if you're getting on board the Grand tomorrow? Okay, so the good news, James is saying g'day to Eric, and James was our second, along with his lovely wife Cindy. James and Cindy were Helping Hands for Cruising's second recipients. So there we go. Larry's going in Victoria last week, saw around 7 different ships.
Wow.
All right, Larry, you better spill the beans. What did you see? Benay said, "Oh, there. Oh, here you are. Yes, he's in one of the channels, and I'm not sure which one." Larry is saying, "G'day." Thomas is saying he flew up this morning. Ah, you flew in and are catching the Grand tomorrow. Awesome. What did you fly? Alaska, or did you fly one of the other airlines? Just as a heads up for us. Benay said she didn't see Larry. That is a very good reason, because we're actually streaming on 4 sites. We're streaming 2 YouTube and 2 Facebook channels. Najuma is saying g'day to Benay. Now, Benay, you actually missed an awesome cruise in October of last year, where we went on the Carnival Horizon. Thomas went on Alaskan Airlines from Chicago. That's awesome.
Well, we could, because Air Canada flies to Australia, so
Yes.
we could, as an option,
Yes,
fly to
straight,
Canada and then across to Alaska, up to Alaska, across.
Benay's going, g'day, Miss Najuma.
Indeed. Right, what's Larry seen? Let's have a look at all the ships there.
Busby saying, okay. So Larry said he saw the Queen Elizabeth, Ovation of the Seas, NCL's Sun,
Wow.
Grand Princess, and a couple Holland America ships. Can't pronounce their names. We'll
Wow.
write them down and I'll pronounce them for you. Bernay said, did I miss out? Yes, you did. You did miss out. You missed out
We were
plenty.
hoping to see you, yeah.
We were.
Yeah.
You missed out plenty. We had the opportunity of getting Kenny to have his tongue slap his brain a couple of times.
We've been watching all his
like
his food reviews from
reviews.
his
Yeah.
Oregon
Yeah.
trip and everything.
Yep.
Seemed to slap his brain.
So Thomas is saying many Alaska cruises stop and end in Seattle and Vancouver.
Yep.
So that's cool.
Okay.
Larry said he'll pass on pronouncing the names, Sean. Yeah, no. Write them in and I'll pronounce them, because I can speak Dutch. Well, I can speak Afrikaans, so that's close. It's a Dutch derivative.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
derivative.
Derivative.
Wow.
Well, it's got a bit of French in there also. Okay, Larry, what did you do? He
yes,
almost
caught
lost
up
his
with
GoPro
Dewey.
filming
Yes.
Dewey sailing
How was
into
it?
Victoria.
How was your catch up with Dewey?
Yeah, that would have been
That would have
awesome.
been cool.
That would have been really awesome. I miss Dewey.
Yeah,
Yeah. Big teddy bear.
he is.
Yeah.
And it was his birthday.
It was his birthday. He turned 21, I believe. I know he wasn't born on a leap year. Oh, okay. He's going, okay, I can't remember their names. That's more to the
It's
point.
not important.
Yes, that's more to the point. You couldn't remember their names. And that's why you didn't type them in. Because you don't actually have to say their names when you type them in, Larry. You just have to type their names in and then get me to pronounce
Oh,
it.
don't give him a hard time.
Why not? Larry gave me a hard time earlier on.
Shame.
But then that's Larry, because I can give him a hug and a kiss and we can make up and everybody's friends. Larry is saying the Eurodam, he thinks was one of them,
yeah,
and that's
okay.
correct.
Yep.
And I
Okay,
would say that
Eurodam.
the second one
Is there
would
a
have
Van
been-
Damme as in Jean? No, Jean. No. No, sorry, that's Jean-Claude Van Damme. It just popped into my head now. There's the new,
Holland
there's
Dam.
the new Amsterdam, isn't there?
The new Amsterdam, the Neuendam. Yep. But watching Code 4 for Life, and their reviews of the food on board
Yes.
the Holland America
Yes, they
ships
were on
was
one
actually
recently.
quite exciting to see how they were critiquing the food, because when they would get onto a princess ship, they were critiquing the food compared to another ship and another sailing in the princess line. here they got onto the Holland America cruise ships, and they were just critiquing the food as to whether or not it was something they enjoyed or they didn't enjoy. It was actually quite refreshing to watch that review, those reviews that they did.
Do you know what I like? People critiquing the afternoon teas on the different
Ah,
cruise lines.
yes,
It's really interesting
yes.
the differences between them all.
Well, not everybody had a afternoon tea like we did
We had a great
on the Carnival
we had a
Horizon.
great afternoon
Yeah,
tea.
we did, especially when we got everybody to do
The Tim
the
Tam
Tim Tam
Slam.
Slam. Yeah. Thomas is saying, we'll let you go as I'm exhausted. Thomas, you have a great snooze.
Enjoy
Your
getting
cruise.
on the Grand Princess
Yep,
tomorrow.
we are
I'm
so
excited.
envious of you. Please have an awesome time.
Yes, enjoy.
And
Safe
pop back
cruise.
in next time
Enjoy.
and safe cruise. Larry is saying, oh, there was a celebrity ship also. I think it was the Celebrity Apex. Well, that's cool.
Oh, Michael Ann, you
Michael
bought
Ann
Tim
bought
Tams
some Tim
today.
Tams today. Awesome.
Wow.
Hey, Michael
Are they
Ann.
the genuine Aussie ones? Because I think there's an American made,
Is that?
I believe. I saw one of the channels that we watch, where he, yeah, found did a comparison.
Okay,
They're very
Michael
similar
Ann.
in looks, but not in taste.
Michael Ann, right now, I want you to go and do a Tim Tam Slam, and we want to watch you do it. Yeah, okay, Sean. Good night, Thomas, and happy cruising from Larry. Yes, please enjoy your cruise. Have a great time. Chris is going Conningsdam. Yeah, the Conningsdam. Oh, it would have been the Conningsdam that would have gone in. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Larry is saying he watches a big channel in Utah. They were eating Tim Tams.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Michael
like
Ann says made in Australia on the label.
okay.
Oh, good. You got the authentic stuff,
Yep.
not that pretend. Oops, sorry.
Because the taste is very different.
It is different. It is.
Not the same.
American chocolate is very different to Aussie chocolate. It's very
Because they use the palm
sugar.
the palm sugar and, yeah,
We use cane sugar.
cane. Yeah, it's very different. And the chocolates, yeah, different.
Oh, Busby's busy going through
Yes.
the
Oh,
entire Holland America list of ships that
What does
they've got.
dam mean? Why?
Zoiderdam?
What does dam mean? Because they're on the end of all the words.
Good question.
Come on, you Dutch speaker. What,
and-
is there a word in Afrikaans?
No,
similar?
no,
Dam? Okay.
no. I'd have to look it up. Amy is saying we'll have Tim Tams forever at work. The Tim Tam dessert is going on our menu. Oh, that's cool. Michael Ann is saying it's imported by a company in North Vancouver. Oh, that's cool. Well,
He did,
Chris, yeah, I
Chris, he
did.
did.
I did, and I can pronounce them. I will have to have a look at that for you. Michael Ann is going, oh, sorry, Larry is going, really, Michael Ann? Yes, Larry, there are shops that do import Australian stuff, just like there are shops here that import American stuff.
Oh, yeah, we've got the USA shop.
Yep. We
Um,
want a Canada shop where we
They
can
may
get
well
some
have.
poutine. Welcome aboard, Hilda. Long time no see.
Hilda.
Long time no see. So welcome aboard. Nice to have you here.
I have to investigate further. I tried to send a box to the States with food in it, with
Yep.
and other things like
Yep.
a boomerang,
Yep.
and I was stopped. I couldn't do it. I don't know whether the list of prohibited items has changed, but everything I ticked, I had two fellows workers at the post office. I had to consult them, and I said, "Does that mean I can't send the boomerang?" "No, it's wood." "Does that mean I can't send the kangaroo?" "No, it's fur, even though it's fake fur. It's not real kangaroo fur, apparently." "No." I couldn't send a Vegemite scroll mix
Well-
to make yourself. "No, it's got flour in it." "No,
Well,
can't send that."
Well, that's good because who'd want to send Vegemite
Well-
anywhere around the world? I mean,
No.
yeah. All right. Michael Ann is saying, yes, Larry, the company's called Concord Sales. Larry was reacting to the North Vancouver part, Sean. Oh, okay. There you go. You got the company
North
there. Hilda's saying she's been sick. She's been busy packing, getting ready to go to Italy, and
Oh,
and
wow.
and
At
stand of
start of
at start of okay,
September.
yep,
Wow, lucky you. How
very
fantastic.
lucky.
Is it your
Well,
first time in
well,
Italy?
well, 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 well. G'day, Mr. Z. How
See.
are you, buddy? Welcome
G'day.
aboard. I hope you are so looking forward to the best, most exciting cruise of all. Yes, the January 2nd, 2025 Celebrity Edge cruise out of Sydney on the South Pacific. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Um,
And just as you've come in, Z, it's looking at the time. It's
it,
almost time for us
it's
to
almost
go.
time for us to go. Yep. So, folks, just to give you a heads up, for those that don't know, Jimmy and I have been catching up, and from the Astute Tourist, and looks like Wednesdays, Jimmy and I will be doing some collab work,
Lovely.
as long as it is during our winter and your summertime, because 6 a.m. is equivalent to 8 p.m. here. So we will be doing some collabs on Wednesdays. So, folks, we certainly look forward to having you all come on board and join us. Let's see. Larry is going. He's still waiting for his ticket to this Australia cruise. Um,
You,
yeah,
Larry.
yep, Larry. All you need to do is do
Oh,
some
you
training
need.
with Celebrity and find out about Celebrity Edge, and you'll certainly
There
get
you
your
go.
discounts as you do. Z is saying, I'm doing pretty good, my brother, but first I got to do the best cruise all time to Combo Jubilee, the Carnival Jubilee, December 23rd. Well, mate, after you've
Oh,
done your all time best cruise, come down and join us on our January 2nd,
yes.
2025 group cruise from Sydney to the South Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, folks, let me say we'll be doing our combined live stream on Wednesday evening. If I can get the live stream, the combined live stream with Jonesy on Tuesday evening, I certainly will. But what I will say, folks, is
Oh,
next week we're back on deck as per normal.
before you go, sorry.
Yes.
Guess who is in your Facebook chat? Who could? Who can it be now?
Let me
Hmm.
guess. Let me
No
guess.
idea.
Let me guess. It would
Hmm.
have to be.
Who would it
I mean,
be?
I've got a feeling that it might be Rob of the Rob variety.
You're
But
right, Larry. It is. I know it's the airfares. Yes,
Larry, any
but you got it.
excuse will
You
do.
somehow, if you're gonna come on the cruise, you have to
You
get
just
here. Unless you get in
yes,
your kayak now,
that's
canoe,
correct.
and make us pack yourself a really good esky
Yes, that's correct.
and start paddling. How's that?
Correct. I mean,
And
any
you'll make
excuse
it in
will do.
time if you start now.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I do believe that to be a Rob from
Okay.
Cruising on the High
It
Seas. But any
probably
rate,
sounds like it,
yeah,
I'd
it
say.
does. Anyway,
Nice to
folks,
see you all. Thank you for joining us.
yes, thank you for joining us,
And
and
reminder of the cruise-a-thon, 25th and 26th of August.
yep, and please give till it hurts. We would love
Please,
to get a bucket load of people on board cruise
enjoying
ships,
what
no
we
matter
all enjoy.
exactly, no matter where they are around the world. Have an awesome day, folks, and we will catch up with you
Catch you
later.
soon. Bye.
Bye now.